Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Kane. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Pickett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Sets up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Jayhawks get it past the sticks.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get Hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snatches it on the run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Dropping back, it's King. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. They want to run this quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
That is how you play defense. Drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Here comes the option. He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. He recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quick completion on the out. It's a seam wide open. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second.
Kansas 7, Georgia Tech 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 45 on its way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Under fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Kane. Unloads it left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. At the 35, he's open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off play action. Moving away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Let's go, let's go.
Got the quick completion. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
He runs out of bounds at the 48. 1st down for the offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Military stunt.
The give on the option. Running to Green. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
221 wing. 221 wing. Here we go. Set.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Military stun. Military stun.
Now on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a run.
Turning on the Jets.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Archer Jayhawk. A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll take it himself. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not a cheap shot.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Back to throw, it's King. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming out with positive yardage there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes... taking the touchback. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short down. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Swings it out to his running back. Still on his feet at the 45. A And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Rivers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rutherford. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
5 yards on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 7, Ohio State 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. from the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Bring in the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught behind the line. It's Rutherford. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage. Has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working it. Maybe the big fella will get you something later.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. He's got his man across the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fires to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Makes a move. He's got it out. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20, the 10, touchdown Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's King. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Oh, out of space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. To throw, it's St. Clair. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Looking for the score. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll try the run. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now, all this sting. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Slithers into space. Fights off it. On to running room. He's loose. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll line up to go for 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Throwing right. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to pass, it's Kane. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The run from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Smith. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Ohio State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Trying to get it to the marker. And the Yellow Jackets are stopped, but not before getting the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Might as well give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
6 remain.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a...
Oh, he's got some space. The offense coughs it up. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggressive. possession or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Wide open spaces. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got room at the 35. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Tate. Hard-hitting tackle. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tate. There he headed to the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The defense has to be careful not to go too much into prevent defense and prevent themselves from winning. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Crosses the 30. He's going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to pass. It's King. Pocket breaking down. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point in the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. To the air, it's St. Clair. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 38, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of